Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you, student?
Good, miss. How about you, miss?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Before that, I will take your attendance. Putri,
Yes, miss. Present.
Nela.
Present, miss.
Okay, good. And we come to our material about context clues. Context clues are hints found within a sentence, paragraph, or passage that the reader can use to understand the meanings of new or unfamiliar words. There are 5 types of context clues. The first one, definition or explanation clues. Sometimes a word's or phrase's meaning is explained immediately after its use. For example, here, Jack's duplicity, crafty dishonesty enabled him to steal his co-workers' pensions by funneling their money into an offshore account. The next one is restatement or synonym clause. Sometimes a hard word or phrase is said in a simple way. For example, the baseball coach punished the team's duplicity or deceitfulness after they admitted to using steroids to boost their batting average. The next one is contrast or antonym clause. Sometimes a word or phrase is clarified by the presentation of the opposite meaning somewhere close to its use. Look for signal words when applying context clues. For example, it was your duplicity that caused me to break up with you. Had you been honest, I wouldn't have felt the need. And inference or general context clues. Sometimes a word or phrase is not immediately clarified within the same sentence. Relationship, which are not directly apparent, are inferred or implied. The reader must look for clues within, before, and after the sentence in which the word is used. For example, here, the haberdashery was Lo's favorite place. He loved shopping for nice sweets. The people who worked there were so kind and helpful. And the last one is punctuation. Readers can also use clues of punctuation and type style to invert meaning, such as quotation marks, dashes, parentheses or brackets, and italics. For example, Tom's father was a haberdasher or man shopkeeper in the story. And the other example is Tom's father was a haberdasher or man's shopkeeper in the story. And we come to the practice. Oh, before that, I will ask you, any question?
Yes, miss. I have a question, miss.
Okay, is that Nella? What is your question?
I want to ask you about how to do contact clues quickly, miss.
Oh, great questions. So, that we can quickly find certain information, we can also take one of the important words in the question. Then look for that word in the reading and find related information that may be after the important word. It is clear for you?
Yes, miss. Thank you, miss.
All right, so we come to the practice. As you can see here, the red word here. So you decide what is the synonym from the red word, okay? Who is gonna answer the first questions?
Can I, miss?
Okay, who's that? Putri?
Okay. Real number system is tool for accounting in everyday life. Therefore, knowledge of number must be known by everyone. So the answer is A, decimal.
A great answer, Putri. So the answer is decimal. Next one. Who is gonna answer the second question?
Nella, miss.
Okay, Nella.
Calculus is a branch of mathematics that deal with the concept of limits, differential or the derived and integrals. The answer is A, miss. Sweet.
Great, the answer is sweet because branch refers to sweet. All right, the next question. Raise your hand.
Can I, Miss?
Okay, Putri.
The third question. Rational numbers are described in two groups of numbers, namely integers and non-integers or fraction. I think the answer is A, Miss. Cloudy.
A, are you sure for your answer? All right, Nella, can you fix it? Do you know the best answer?
I think the best answer for question number 3 is B, logical.
Yes, great. So the best answer for rational refers to logical. Great. Okay, next one, irrational. Who's gonna answer?
Now, Miss,
Okay, Nella.
irrational number can be written as a decimal number. The answer is C, aberrant, Miss.
Great. Next, next question, last question. Who's gonna answer?
Can I, Miss?
Yes. Putri?
Okay, the last question. The distributive property means that it can be distributed by combining a multiplier with every element in parentheses. The answer is C, Miss. Iron. Sorry, Miss. I think the answer is B, substance.
Great. So the best answer for element refers to substance. Great. Before we come to the assignment or your homework, I want to ask you some question for improve your knowledge about our material today. For Nella, I want to ask you, can you give me an example of antonym as context clues?
Okay, Miss. An example from antonym as a context clue is Marty is gregarious, unlike his brother who is quiet and shy.
Oh, great. Great answer. Great example. And for Rani, can you give me an example of synonym as context clues?
Okay, Miss. She hums continuously or all the time, and it annoys me.
Great. The best example. Okay, for assignment or your homework, you do your practice in your book, page 23. And don't forget to put in my decks, okay? Okay, I think that's all for our today. Yes. See you next week. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Miss.